Do you want to kill me? Do you want to get me in trouble?
In 2004, former Boynton Beach music teacher Carol Flanagan was heard over the phone admitting to a 19-month affair with a 5th grader.
Wow.
Grooming their own daughter. Aunt, uncle, family. Because they know the money is there.
These are American parents?
This is American. This is right here in good old USA.
I don't know. You better choose. Silent children. Silent children. No more. No more. Silent crime. Silent crime. Silent children. Silent children.
Out of what we come in contact with and actually work with, about 80% have been actually abused in some form prior to sexual trafficking.
In the Post, most of us know that Florida has just been ranked as one of the top 3 states in the country in sexual abuse.
Because when good things, quote unquote good things, were given to me when I was a child, I had to pay for it by giving my body.
Victim blaming is very prevalent in our society. Perpetrators frequently blame the victim. Well, she came on to me, I couldn't help it. She wanted it. And they often tell the child victim that you enjoy this just as much as I do.
I see from the ages of 11 to 16, I was sexually abused by a family friend. And he ended up coming to me and he started touching me in a manner that wasn't good. And then I remember he told me, it was like, like you gonna make me feel good.
We are here crying for help. There are children screaming to be heard. If you don't hear those children scream, who will?
We do look at people in more prominent positions as less likely to be sexual abusers. There's still that prejudice that a rich upper class man would never abuse. That's a myth we have.
23 women who filed, there may be a couple of them that will fall into statute of limitations.
But me and what the death certificate stated, she committed suicide.
Wow, do you realize what just occurred? Think about what just occurred on all parties. He engaged an infant in a sexual act. Now, I didn't even recognize it till 20 years later. But wow, that's just the gravity of how things take place, how things matriculate over time.
Working with the homeless girls here.
The dad that abused me is actually my adopted dad. He was my stepdad and adopted me. I didn't know until I was 18 that he was my adopted dad, because that was another whole secret in the whole family.
Boyfriend.
And I started asking him a lot of questions to see if I would not marry a pedophile.
My soul, it repressed the rape, the molestation, the touching of my testicles by another man.
Just hurting people.
It seems there is a tremendous amount of pain in the world. I've heard it said that hurt people hurt people. And if this is true, then pain continues to exist because we continue to inflict it. Similar to the saying that there are 6 million ways to die. There are many methods wherewith to inflict pain, and they often all lead to the same place. In this film, I will discuss one way in particular, a way that, although prevalent in almost every society across the globe, remains largely untouched. It is hidden because we are silent. It is strong because we are ashamed. It continues because many in power are both perpetrators and victims, seeking to hide their own crimes or hide their own victimization. In a world where strength is respected and in some circles feared, the admittance of weakness is resisted at every turn, and although our early years as children are inherently vulnerable times, we cannot and do not forgive ourselves for what someone else has done to us, what someone else has taken from us, and for some, healing is never required or desired because we are still unaware of what has even been done to us. The ways of the impact of this pain is often undetectable or its consequences indirect. It creates dysfunction and stunts the growth of the mind or curbs, bends, and sometimes breaks its clarity, replacing all with confusion. And so we function in life in complete and utter dysfunction without realizing it, because irrational data has replaced reason, and an undeveloped interpretation of who we are is born from an unanswered question, unresolved confusion, unwanted experience, and incessant conflict with reality. Our natural function is reduced to zero, and we operate from a place of pain, the pain of being uncertain of who we are. Function 0.